Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are talking about the most dangerous topic, that is the uh, global warming. Sorry, the city creation. Basically, this basically we are discussing about the most dangerous topic, that is 20 percentage education error basically, and that is the hundred plane basically which is getting crashed in Everest and Himalaya. Somebody is solving that problem in this way basically. How basically might be solving that basically we will check later on basically what actually is doing in the hundred plane crash basically, that we will see basically later on basically. And in this basically assume that basically 2035 planes basically are from the software industry group basically. So in later on basically we will see that basically how why basically is doing the plane crash. So like this basically one of the person told that basically you for example you this is the combination basically of food basically, if you had basically then you will get brain cancer. The one of the person told that basically the Oxford dictionary basically in Mumbai basically is controlled by most of Uttar Pradesh, Biharis and Madhya Pradesh people. Then he told that yes, these three basically are controlling most of the Oxford dictionary. So you want to say that basically the childhood basically when you got the brain cancer basically that was created by this group basically, that is Uttar Pradesh, Biharis and Madhya Pradesh people. They have given you the brain cancer. Then he told that no, here basically how you can say that basically, because Oxford dictionary basically is created by the these all people only, basically they are basically sitting in the IITs and IIM basically. Then one of the person told that basically it might possible that somebody might have created this group before this group basically, that is basically Marathi, sorry, Uttar Pradesh, Biharis and Madhya Pradesh. Before that group basically some other group might be controlling their Oxford group, and they basically placed this group. Then it that might be possible basically, so that basically in future basically anybody tries to track basically how basically you got the brain cancer, then these all are the groups basically which is going to come in front. Then it told that yes basically that is possible basically, because anything is possible basically in this world. That is basically currently ongoing right side of me basically. Just assume basically it's basically really it's not going moving to the right side of me basically. So just assume basically. So one of the person told that yes basically and it's very dangerous basically. The world basically is moving the right side of me basically. So one of the person told that basically that might possible here basically. So one of the person told that basically if you eat this all combination foods basically, or basically you do this all activities, because whatever things basically you are going to have, that activities only you are going to do basically, other than basically activities you are not going to do. So he told that basically this combination data basically you are going to have inside your body, that basically is going to generate the set of incidents basically, and that incidents basically going to connect to the brain cancer basically. Then he told that yes, here basically you are 100% correct. So one of the person told that basically this basically combination is the word basically which is created by the Oxford group. Then he told that basically might be basically that basically 100% I'm not sure basically. Then one of the person told that basically the heart attack basically is also basically the set of combination basically that is also created by the Oxford group. Then he told that basically they are basically just generating the words basically, the combination basically in the environment basically, that basically is generated by the nuclear power company and the energy company. Then he told that no basically that basically is combination basically they are doing, but they are basically getting the combination of data basically. That is the doctors basically who are telling that basically this all cities combination, this all words basically combination, this all human needs combination, this all activities should generate this disease basically. So that is basically you want to say basically we are the nuclear power company basically are just setting the environment basically. Yes, but the things basically which is getting controlled, which is basically spreaded and which is basically setted by the that are basically the doctors group basically. For example, he one person told that basically how basically brain cancer disease basically was how basically he gets the brain cancer. Then he told that basically if he will have this all combination of foods, if he will do this all activities, if he will basically going to connect to this all words basically that are the cities basically, and then basically he is going to the certain level of activities, then basically 100% he is going to connect to the brain cancer. Reason behind is the doctors basically has told to the nuclear power company and the energy company that whenever this whole combination basically exists in one person's near above basically environment basically, then he should basically connect to the brain cancer blood cells, and then basically his brain is supposed to be get, and basically his brain supposed to be give as a status basically that is a brain cancer. Then he told that, oh, okay basically, so the brain cancer basically disease is going to connect basically that information 2 days before the person is 100% going to get, that is the Vadodara blood cells or basically the Mumbai blood cells. Yes, basically is going to get basically. If the person basically is very rich people basically, then the rich people basically will easily basically will get the medicine, and basically he will not get the brain cancer. Same way the heart attack. If he is a rich person basically, then he will not get the heart attack. If he is a rich person basically, then he will not get the chikungunya. If he is a rich person basically, then he is not going to get the malaria. If he is the rich person basically, he is not going to get the sugar disease. If he is the rich person, then basically he is not going to get the whatever disease basically which generates in the environment basically, and that basically information gets 2 days before basically that this person is going to get heart attack, this person is going to get chikungunya, this person is going to get brain cancer. And one of the person told that basically that this whole disease basically you got basically, right, basically. Then into the yes basically, I'm just taking as an example, really basically I'm not having the brain cancer, I'm not having the chikungunya, I'm not having the heart attack disease, this all thing basically just taking as an example basically. So one of the person told that yes, here basically you are 100% correct. So you want to say that basically the Oxford group has designed this brain cancer or basically, then into the, that means one of the person told that basically the activities which they do basically that are basically controlled by the news channel basically. Then he told that yes basically news channel basically controls the activities, and they basically confirms the activities with the video recording also basically. Then he told that okay basically, so you want to say that the Oxford group basically where the people basically are working, they are basically the news channel owner basically, few people basically are, that means you want to say that each and every news channel owner basically are working there basically. Then he told that possibilities basically are there, they might be owner basically, but 99% 98% basically 100% basically I never can say that basically. So like this basically things are also there. So like one of the person told that possibilities are basically there. So like this basically the incidents, then basically the set of combination basically which gets, that is basically the foods he eat, then the activities he do, this all thing basically are captured, then only basically the perfect physical verification are done, then only basically they gets the brain cancer. Then he told that yes basically, that means you want to say this is basically created by one of the group basically. Then he told that yes basically this is created by the set of groups basically, this is created actually. So heart attack is also created basically. So one of the person told that basically how dangerous basically the world is basically. So one of the person told that basically if you will have this all combination of cities basically, cities are equal to words, you will 100% going to connect to this disease basically. If you are going to have these combinations of the words basically in your body, then you are 100% going to connect to that incidence which you are going to do, and after incidence basically you will connect to the certain level of disease basically. Then it was that yes, yeah, basically you are correct. So on last day of world basically everything is going to calculate. So again back to 20% of error basically, that is education error basically, that is given by the one of the group basically, which is created by the one of the group, and they say that basically we are solving the problem basically from 100 plane crash in the Everest and in Himalaya mountain basically. So one of the person told that also basically that this 11 parts basically that is done basically, now basically it seems to be that is 100% correct. The people basically who has done these 11 parts, he basically says now basically the thing basically which I have done basically, that is basically 100% correct basically decision I have taken basically. So this 11 parts basically, this 200 people, this 20% is error. In next video basically we are going to see.